there's only been one Michelin-star restaurant in Manchester in the last 40 years. I'm just buzzing that we can bring like eyes to Manchester as well for that. I want every dish to really pack a punch, and the dishes look, I think, a lot of the time look deceptively simple. Every mouthful I want the guests to like be really wowed by it.
Today we're in Manchester at SKOF in the city centre. This is Tom Barnes' restaurant. It's only been open 18 months, but it's already punching with the heavyweights and one of the best restaurants in the UK. Tom has come from 3 Michelin star precision, and I'm really excited to see how he translates that into his own style. Let's get inside.
My name's Shay. I'm a chef de partie here at SKOF, and I've been here from the start since we opened. I'd say my favourite chef's probably Gordon, I reckon.
So, duck crowns, where are these from?
Slaysdown Farm down in Devon, and then they go to Lake District farmers and get aged for a little while before they come to us.
Oh, okay, so that's how you get this lovely dry exterior.
Exactly.
And so what's your process when they come in the door?
When they come in, we break them down and then we blanch them in vinegar and bicarbonate soda.
Okay.
And then they get marinated for 2 days in shio koji. And then they get aged for a further week before we roast them. We're going to roast them next, but we're going to roast them really hard, 300 degrees, and then bring it down.
So what's that? Starts the cooking process, contracts the skin?
Yeah. So when you blanch it, first off it tightens all the skin before we dry it.
Yeah.
And then when we roast it dead hard, really crisp up that skin, it's like glass texture. Yeah. And then we cook it very slowly.
So these have had 3 minutes at 300?
Yeah.
I mean, they've coloured up like you've had them in a pan.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And now they're going in?
Yeah, so now we've roasted them, we've lowered the oven down to 64, and then they'll go in for about 20-25 minutes.
So naming the restaurant was actually really difficult because every time I had an idea, you'd Google it and it had already been taken. So eventually, that's why we had to spell SKOF the way we did with the K. But I really loved it because I kind of felt it almost had like a Nordic feel to it, to the name, and obviously I spent time in Copenhagen. And then just the word SKOF, it's a very northern word, it's very something my dad used to say to me. If I ever moaned about my food when I was a kid, he'd just say, oh, shut up, get it SKOFed. Like, so it kind of took me back to that. And yeah, it just like feels like a very sort of unpretentious word really, a very northern word, and I think it fits with what we wanted the restaurant to be.
So you've told me this is city centre, honey.
Yeah.
Now I grew up in Coventry, brick built, and I sort of see Manchester as similar but bigger and better.
Yeah.
This is in the centre.
Yeah, the M2 honey is right on rooftops, right in the centre.
Ah,
Got it.
You're normally associated with countryside, bees, flowers, and there's enough flora around for them to get, plenty of pollen.
It is amazing. That's something I love about them. So obviously, the city looks very grey, a lot of tarmac, but the bees will find there's green spaces. So small pockets of parkland. There's lots of canals in Manchester, so they'll get a lot of forage along like waterways as well.
Yeah. Oh wow. So we've got 2 types. What we got? Talk me through it. I'll be very careful with it.
This is a balsam honey, so that would be called a monofloral honey. So it's basically like one plant, and that comes into flower midsummer until about now.
Can I have a smell?
Yeah, go for it. So some people say they get a bit of toffee, a bit of citrus from that, but it is a lighter honey, so it's less complex. So here they'll use that in their cocktails.
And then this one, this looks a little bit more colour, so more flavour, I imagine?
Yeah, more flavour. So this is one of my favourites. So this is a midsummer honey, sort of June, July.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah. So that'll be a lot of blackberry, a lot of fruit.
Yeah, there's a lot more fruit aroma in there.
Yeah. So that's more robust, more complex. So they, here at SKOF, they'll use that on their ice cream, and then they make this incredible brioche, and they like douse bread in honey. So SKOF came a few weeks ago to see my bees, get suited up, and then they see how it's made, and like people love it, everyone loves it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I look forward to tasting it.
Yeah, have a taste.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it off the cobbled yard somewhere? Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Well done, Tate.
Don't worry, that has.
So the philosophy at SKOF's always been just flavour. Like I want every dish to really pack a punch, and the dishes look, I think, a lot of time look deceptively simple, but we really work hard to sort of layer the flavour in, and every mouthful I want the guests to like be really wowed by it, and that's been the same since the get-go.
Hello, my name's Ben. I've been at SKOF since the start, and I'm a demi-chef de partie on the hot side. And I'd have to say my favourite chef would be the main man over there himself. He's pretty much taught me everything I know as far as cooking goes. I've been working with him since I was maybe 15, so yeah, I'd say Tom.
Ben, talk me through what we're doing. Is this a little sourdough scraps?
Yeah, so these are sourdough crispies, so it's basically sourdough starter.
How old's this starter?
This starter's been going since essentially we first got it, so maybe about 18 months old now.
Yeah.
It's definitely been through the works. It's got a lovely flavour to it now. So what we do is we just feed it overnight, and then the yeast will start to activate. And then in the morning, we'll come in and we just lay it down with a little bit of vinegar.
Oh, okay.
And that just kind of like loosens it up a little bit.
Get the right viscosity.
Yeah, because the viscosity when it comes to actually piping it into the oil is really important for the size of the beads.
This took me back to being a kid and getting scraps at the
Yeah,
chip shop.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the idea is.
That is that is half the idea. But it just adds that little bit of texture to the dish because obviously the grains it's quite a wet dish with the egg yolk and the grains, so the crispies really add that nice
Lovely.
that nice little bit of texture.
And we're going to deep fry quite hot.
Yeah, so this is set to 170 degrees, which is important.
This is great. I used to have something like this. So
Yeah.
it's like induction, but you can see what temperature the oil
Yeah,
is.
of course. So
you
we've
don't
got the
need
probe,
separate
which just sets the oil so it won't ever differ from that temperature that
And
you
it'll
set it
adjust
to.
itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
You're just kind of aiming as well for the open pockets of oil.
Yeah.
Because it's super important that, because
They
these
keep
have
them
started,
separate.
yeah, because this is still liquid, and these have already started to like cook and set. So if you were to go over the top of them, that would just like, it'd connect all the beads together. The perfect way to know when they're done essentially is when it stops bubbling. It means that like all of it's cooked, and if it goes any further, it can become a little bit bitter.
Ah, okay.
So that's just about right there. And you just want to drain off as much oil as possible.
I love these. They're like a super seasoning hack, those yeast flakes.
No, you can put them in literally anything. It'll just like,
I used to
you
put it on
can't really
roast
tell.
chicken.
Yeah, you can't really tell what it is, but it just kind of gives it that.
And a great hack for vegan and vegetarian to get some flavour into food.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Obviously, I spent a long time working for Simon Rogan, and there's always going to be similarities in the food. I spent so much time with him, I learned so much from him. But I like to feel we've gone off on our own path. Like we're not as tight on the sort of British ingredients as Simon was. We do use a little bit of citrus here and there and some spices and stuff like that. So I think the menu's quite unique to us.
So Chris, it's lovely. I'm just going to take this out, take the weight off.
of course. Thank you
Lovely
very
selection of autumnal veg. You grow all this?
Yes, that's correct.
Whereabouts?
So we grow at Cinderwood Market Garden. It's a 2-acre farm.
And what do you supply, SKOF?
Anything they want really, anything we're growing. So at the moment here we have a couple of varieties of squash. This one's the Crown Prince there with the grey skin. And this lovely, vibrant, beautiful Uchiki Curie squash. It's the orange one. We've got some bitter leaves there, which is Castel Franco and Treviso. Yeah. And then we have a lovely January King cabbage there.
Fantastic selection.
This one here is actually a tetra squash. So this is...
I don't think I've used that.
No, it's originally a type of delicata squash. So this is actually grown by... the seeds are grown by Row 7.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a very interesting variety at the moment. Yeah, a little bit of dill in there as well. And this is what we're kind of pulling out the ground at the moment, this time of year.
Well, thank you very much. It looks amazing. I look forward to see what the guys do with it.
There's 2 times a year that I love really. I love the spring when obviously you start to get that real change in ingredients coming through. So all your asparagus, Jersey Royals, peas and stuff like that, because you go so long through the winter where there's not much coming in. But equally, I do love it when we start to come into autumn and it gets a little bit colder. Your dishes can be a little bit more hearty. So those 2 times, autumn and spring, I really love.
Hi, I'm Beth. I'm the pastry chef here at SKOF. I've been here since the beginning. My favourite pastry chef is Antonio Baker, and then definitely Tom as well.
So Beth, what's this? What are we making?
Okay, so this is our parfait dish. So inside the mould now we've got a toasted oats mousse. Here, which we put in the centre, is a pumpkin seed fudge. So we make a puree by roasting squash, and then with the pumpkin seeds we make a praline. So we roast them, make a caramel, blend it with the caramel, and then we blend that in the thermo mix with the puree, the praline, and some pumpkin seed oil.
So you're freezing it so it's liquidy later on when it's served, is that?
It's a very fudgy texture once it's defrosted. So.
And the parfait, toasted oat, is that literally porridge oats toasted lightly for that flavour and then infused?
Exactly, yeah. So we toast them and then we infuse it overnight for 24 hours so it really picks up that toasted flavour.
So like a classic.
Yeah, so we make a creme pat of that, and then it's a bit like a creme diplomat, and then we fold in semi-whipped cream after. So it's got a really nice airy texture.
Nice, with beautiful texture on this when I had this yesterday. So what's this part going on now?
So this is a gingerbread base.
Lovely.
So yeah, we just smooth this off.
So like Jamaican gingerbread style?
Yeah, so it's more of like a cake, it's not a biscuit.
Okay.
Yeah, so ginger, cinnamon, brown sugar. So it's, yeah, nice autumnal flavours, and then that just sits at the bottom there.
And what goes on the rest of the dish?
So yeah, once this is frozen, we pop it out and we use like a paint gun and we spray white chocolate and cocoa butter on it, so it gets a nice shell. Yeah, and then it also gets some milk tweel. So we foam milk with glucose and then dehydrate it, and that sets and gets like a nice crispy texture. We've also got a pumpkin tweel and then a raw milk ice cream. So we get the raw milk from Green Oaks Farm, and that's got a nice fatty texture, so it makes the ice cream really creamy.
Obviously, transitioning from being a chef to owning my own restaurant, it has been a big change for me. I don't think I ever realised how much Simon took on as the restaurant owner, and you know, that's been a big learning curve for me, is learning that now it's not just about the cooking. There's a whole side of things that I've got to take care of. You know, from the buildings to dealing with solicitors, builders, all that sort of stuff. It's been a massive sort of learning curve for me, and but it's something I'm trying my best to sort of get my head around.
It's 10 to 11. I've just been handed some breakfast. So the kitchen team do staff food for dinner, but the front of house team do all of the breakfast. Got some lovely yogurt, some granola, some apple. Keep the troops going, because as you can see, it's like really busy behind me. Everyone rushing around to get ready for service. So onto bread now, and this caught me off guard last night. Beautiful piece of bread, and this is served with the duck.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And there's a little surprise in the bread, which I wasn't expecting. So tell me what you're putting in it.
Yeah, so here we've got some brined and confit duck leg. We mix it with some lardo, some confit onions and some tarragon. So we got the wholemeal dough here, and then we just stuff it.
Just stuff it in there.
With this, so it's a nice little surprise.
And you don't tell the guests about it, it's a little...
Yeah, we do, but...
Oh, you do? Yeah. A little secret?
People seem to love the filling in the middle. It's nice to mop up the sauce as well when you're eating the duck.
Yeah, and what sort of bread dough is this?
So it's a wholemeal dough. So yeah, we've pre-shaped it, and we let that rest in the fridge for 20 minutes, and then we stuff it. We prove it until it's doubled in size, and then bake it until it's golden.
So designing the restaurant was a great process, slightly difficult. It's a grade 2 listed building, so obviously we had to work within the space itself, with the council, of what we could do, what we couldn't do. But I just wanted to create a space. I fell in love with this building for like the brick, the big windows, so at lunch there's a lot of natural light coming in. In the evening I wanted it to feel a little bit more cosy and warm and inviting. So yeah, it was a really amazing process though to start. It was just a shell when we took it on, so to be able to design it from scratch was amazing.
Hi, my name's Max. I'm Assistant Restaurant Manager here at SKOF. I've been here from the beginning, and my favourite cocktail is a Corpse Reviver No. 2. Good morning. Good morning. So 15 tables, 38 guests. We will do Sean and I on float. Danny in the back, please. Miso will be Richard and Alison. Tate and Maddie in brioche, please. It's a quick start, so let's be on the floor and on it from the beginning. 2 4s in at 12 o'clock and then 1 4 in at 12:15. Lunch tasting menu main course is now roasted Duncan cabbage, ibis celeriac puree, mushroom bordelaise. Bread is filled with mushrooms. Fabulous. Have a good service, everyone.
Really? So Max, you're going to be my best mate. Last night you bought us a load of booze, and that's always good in my books. And now I can see my favourite cocktail, old fashioned. What will we do? What's different though? This isn't a normal one, is it?
No, it's honey and malt old fashioned. So it's Ben Romac 10, and we make a caramelised honey syrup, and then just infuse it with a bit of malt as well.
Is it the honey I saw earlier?
Yeah, so we use honey from Honey and Leaf in Manchester. Yeah. This is M2, Manchester postcode, by a guy called Tommy Close. So we have a few hives over Manchester. We take his honey and then caramelise it. So we take it up to 130 degrees. Yeah. And then we bring it back down, mix it with a little bit of sugar and some water, just to make the syrup sweeten the cocktail a little bit as well.
So show me what we're going to do then.
Super simple. We've got a batch mix here, which contains the whiskey, a little bit of the honey syrup as well. Mm-hmm. With these cubes we have a little stamp that just ends up sort of, rather than a traditional cocktail garnish, the ice cube almost becomes the garnish itself.
So it's just heated lightly?
Yeah, I mean, the metal itself keeps
wow.
heat, so we don't actually have to heat it. It just really keeps the heat itself. Give a little shake off of that.
Yeah, it's these little touches that just make it so individual.
Then we just serve super simply like that.
Just, I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah.
So is this mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sharing this at all. So we've had that, and then you've got a slightly different twist on it, less alcohol?
Yeah, so still a cocktail, but they're all designed to be super crisp, super light, and then to be 2 iterations of the classic. And then with the old fashioned, we just essentially serve a half serving of the old fashioned.
Yeah.
And then just let it down essentially.
Oh, with a beer?
Yeah, with a beer.
Yeah, oh wow.
So
I've never, I mean, I love both, so this is like my 2 favourite things together.
Yeah, we just simply top with a beer. And the beer's super light, really refreshing.
And this is your
Great
own
aperitif.
lager?
Our own lager. And just the lightness of the beer, that floral element from the honey that's in the old fashioned as well, just really makes it sit well.
And that little bit of fizz. That's a really nice twist on it, that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I might start putting beer in my old fashions at home.
That's a great idea.
So when I did my stage at Hof van Cleve as part of the Price for the Roux scholarship, it was my first time in another country. It was amazing to see, and especially from the point of the food there was really inspired by countries from all around the world, so there was like a heavy Asian sort of influence, and learning about those sort of spices and things like that was something I'd never really worked with before, so that inspired me a lot.
Tate Johnson, I'm head waiter here at SKOF. I've been here since we opened. My favourite cocktail is a Negroni, which is quite boring, but it's been with me for a while, so I do love it.
So I've had a bit of a boozy start with Max, and now you're gonna, take me off the booze, non-alcoholic. What have we got?
So we offer a soft pairing here at SKOF. This is one of our pairings. This is actually what we pair with the duck. We've gone to almost make that sort of red wine-esque, but completely non-alcoholic.
Oh wow. So in the glass as well, people think they're having the red wine.
It's almost that sort of look, texture.
So what's in here?
This is a base of beetroot juice. We've then infused it with blackcurrant and cranberry to bring that sort of fruitiness through. And then to add a little bit of like earthiness, almost like a barrel-aged wine, we're bringing Lapsang Souchong smoked tea, and Assam tea, and some cocoa nibs, bringing that sort of tannic structure so it can stand up against the duck.
And Meg says the beetroot and the fruit, things that work with duck anyway, but that little tea, that Assam coming through the end, and then the Lapsang, that's fantastic.
Try to sort of go that Pinot Noir and duck is a really classic pairing, so it's nice to make something that will try imitate that.
Yeah, but that's what I love about our non-alcoholic pairings. You can be so much more adventurous and do so many different things.
So the menu, I think, is inspired by all over the world. We have sort of Japanese techniques, Nordic techniques, French techniques. So try and blend all them together into one cohesive menu without it being like, this is a dish from Japan, this is a dish from sort of Copenhagen, or like, I think that's what tried to make us sort of stand out, I suppose, like trying to blend it all in seamlessly across sort of either 12 or 17 courses.
Hi, I'm Connor. I'm the head chef here at SKOF. I've been here since we opened. I've been working for Tom for about 5 years now in the lakes prior to here. My favourite chef, obviously other than Tom, is Daniel Kalvitz from Cezanne in Tokyo.
Connor, then this must be the most important part of the day. So the chefs bring you everything to taste?
Yeah, I think they've done the most important part of the day. They've got everything ready already, but just a final check before everything goes out.
And I imagine there's not going to be many problems. It's just that extra level of protection.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the elements of the dishes will have been tasted as they've been made individually, and then, so for example, the tart, the cracker and the pancake, it's just making sure it's all tasting good all together.
Yeah, and you've tasted all the elements throughout the day.
Exactly.
And that's what you're looking for, that last little bit. Texture, flavour.
Yeah.
So the structure of the menu has sort of stayed the same since we opened. I was literally working on it for about 2 years to try and get it to a point I was happy. Now the dishes change seasonally within that structure, so that kind of keeps us on track. And we only change a dish once we can no longer get that sort of ingredient, once the seasons dictate. So working closely with our local farms and producers, and that will sort of dictate to us when the dishes need to change.
So it's 12:15 and the restaurant is already half full. Everyone's busy behind me. I feel like I've been accepted. I must have done a good job because I've been given the uniform. So I'm going to get stuck back in with the guys and get through service.
one thing that I demand from the team is that we work well together as a team, we help each other out, and the team do that. They're all great, they're all nice people, they get on well, and yeah, work together as a team. If someone's fallen behind, we all jump in, we all muck in to get the job done together. Everybody gets on, so we're very selective about who gets a job here, and if somebody comes in with, if they had like a bit of a chip on the shoulder, it really, I would rather take on a chef who's had less experience, but they've gelled with the team and they've got stuck in and helped out, rather than someone who's got lots of experience but didn't quite click. So I speak with all the team when someone comes in for a trial and say, how did they get on, what do you think, and it's a collective process of who we hire.
So it's October, it's cold outside, and what impressed me last night, as soon as you come in, it's like hot broth.
Yeah, so
what is it?
Yeah, so we make this from basically roasted onions, so it's a lot of like the onion trimmings that we get as well. We roast them in the oven, so like really heavily caramelised, and then it's split with like a lemon thyme oil. So like you say, the idea is it's cold outside, as soon as our guests sit down we want to hit them with a broth. So
it was within like a couple of minutes, if that. Hands were still cold. It's like that bovril at the football type of thing, but much tastier.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so as our guests arrive, we'll keep an eye on whoever member of front of house team is taking them to the table. We'll double check that, obviously we need to make sure that there's no dietary requirements. So when we see our front of house with an open palm behind their back, that means we're good to go and we can send them off.
Really?
Away,
so little signals, so the guests don't even know?
Yeah, no, the guests don't realise, but yeah, open palm, good to go, closed fist, hold it back, we've got to pick up dietary. So
what do you do if someone comes in, you find out last second, I'm no onion?
Yeah. So then we have a different we have some different broths in the back just in case. Cover all eventualities. Yeah. I was like very nervous before we opened, and so like the fact that we've won like so many different awards and stuff in the first 18 months has been huge for me, huge for the team, and I'm buzzing about it, to be honest. Like obviously winning a star was incredible, especially there's only been one Michelin star restaurant in Manchester in the last 40 years, so to be part of that team as well was amazing. AA Restaurant of the Year was incredible. Getting Best New Restaurant in the Good Food Guide, One to Watch at the NASA Restaurant Awards, and I'm just buzzing that we can bring like eyes to Manchester as well for that, and because like we've been so supported in the city and people have like really got behind us, so it really means a lot to me that we can do that.
Hi, my name is Ed. I'm the sous chef here. I've been here since we opened. My favourite chef is Vicky Chang from Hong Kong.
So I've already seen earlier, Ben showed me these beautiful crispy sourdough starters, the little scraps, and now you're going to finish the dish?
Yes, I'm going to finish the dish. So the dish is English grains.
So what grains have you got? Spelt?
Barley and millet.
Yeah.
We cook it in a mushroom stock, so we bind that together.
So you get kind of like a loose risotto kind of texture?
Like that texture. And then we finish off with chopped parsley. And then on the bottom of the plate, we have some pickled red baron onion, which is from our farm.
Yeah.
And then we finish with some stout reduction.
Stout reduction?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Back there. Ramson oil from last season.
Oh, so these are it's wild garlic that you've harvested and made oils from?
And then that's the crispy that Ben mentioned before on the side.
But already you're tasting this, you've got every texture, you've got umami, you've got vinegar, you've got crunch, you've got soft.
Yeah, you've got everything. And then finish off with confit quail egg yolk.
So how do you confit that?
Just in brown butter.
Just let it sit in the brown butter.
64 degree, about half an hour. And we finish off with sauce, make a mushroom.
Oh.
And then finish with a sour cream.
Perfect. Oh, thank you very much.
No problem.
See, I've got the best job in the world. I get to come to these great places, taste great food. Thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you.
What's next for us? I want to stay busy. I want to have our guests wanting to return and keep the restaurant sort of buzzing, and just keep trying our best to improve every day and improve our offering, and hopefully keep people wanting to return.
I've had so much fun at SKOF today. That's such a high energy kitchen. Tom's built a really positive team spirit, and it reminds me of my restaurant days. Get in the comments and subscribe and tell us where you want to see us.